okay on top. Good morning, I'm John Ellsworth, founder of Success Strategies Incorporated and the creator of the Success Strategies Advantage, and I want to welcome you to today's presentation, which I've entitled, Help is on the Way. Interesting story, we were headed to World Dairy Expo in Wisconsin in early October, and as we headed east on Interstate 80 in the middle of Iowa, I suddenly saw, I wasn't driving, but I suddenly saw a semi truck and trailer heading across the median toward us. Fortunately for us, he was stopped completely, not completely, but eventually in his tracks with the wires that they had strung out in the medians to prevent someone from crossing over the median. So, but in any event, I called 911 right away, and after they thanked me for calling this in, giving them the mile marker where this accident had happened, the operator stated, help is on the way. And actually, you know what? I think it's an interesting analogy because today, with current milk prices the way they are in the US, and with these additional cooperative deductions that many of the, well, not many, but some of the co-ops are taking from producers simply to shore up their balance sheet, a lot of dairies are asking the same thing and hoping the same thing, that help is on the way. So I have to ask you a question. What do we do in this situation? What to do? I think there's a number of things. Number one, this is not a time to put your head in the sand and hope that things get better, because the survival of every operation right now in this cash flow crunch requires our full attention. Number two, feed costs are low, and beef and calf prices, cull cow prices and calves are very high priced, which give us some opportunities. But ask yourself, even if these continue at their high price levels on the revenue front, how long can you continue to break even? Do you know your break even levels is a bigger question. And number four, focus on the milk price, but there are other variables too. A lot of focus is on milk price, but what can we adjust? What can we change? You never want to do anything that's going to hurt the performance of your dairy herd, of course, if you're running a dairy or any other operation for that matter. But are we maximizing our production? Are we maximizing the milk output per cow? Are there other items that we can bid out? I think sometimes we take for granted that we're getting the best price, but I find historically that it pays a great deal of dividends to price things out periodically. And maybe you need to change insurance providers or workers' comp providers or feed providers for that matter for commodities. Ultimately, though, I think within your own operation, you have to ask one big question. Most businesses, their biggest expense is labor. One of their biggest is labor, I should say. And I want to ask you something. Is your labor being maximized? Labor and workers' comp and benefits, those are big expenses for any business. And I think you want to make sure that you are maximizing the return you're getting on that investment, because frankly, your very survival depends on this. This is a time for action, not for delays. It is a time for action. So I will ask you, what's your first step in this turnaround process? And as Napoleon Hill stated, and I quote, "The world has a habit of making room for the man whose words and actions show that he knows where he is going." End of quote. I want to wish you the best, particularly as we head to this holiday season. Again, I'm John Ellsworth, founder of Success Strategies Incorporated and the creator of the Success Strategies Advantage. Thank you very much for listening.